All right, we've got 0.5, it's like 30 minutes is 0. Once it gets over 30 minutes, then it goes into $4. Gotcha. Center area, which is right here. All right. I'm gonna get better parking than that. It's a little bit better. So we're in the middle of this level 1 and it smells like herb. It's amazing. Right by the elevators, right here. So this is parking garage A. You go all the way through here and go straight where the elevators are. You'll find it right there. Right there. Other side of the escape hall right there. So we're on the ground level. So you come over this way, you turn left, go to the elevators, and then go straight down that way. Pretty easy to find. This is kind of ridiculous over here. They got a dog park. So you can take your dog for a little walk when you're waiting for the flight. It's a dog park at Love Field.
I'm Mayor Eric. I love my hometown, and I know you will too.
Howdy, folks. Welcome home of the great State Fair of Texas. For 137 years, the State Fair has welcomed visitors.
Hi, I'm Mayor Eric.
These are some school districts that have presented their artwork. 8th grade.
I love my hometown, and I know you will too.
It's a really good artwork. There's a whole case of it right here.
Yeah, you can. I love my hometown, and I know you will too.
7th grade. It's like awesome artwork presented at the airport. This is 5th grade work right here. Very structurally sound. 8th grade right here. 4th grade right here. First grade. This person's a prodigy. Pranav Veneretti. That's absolutely amazing. That's first grade as well. Okay, Love Field is a little bit quicker in how they have things set up. Timing wise is very quick. But we're heading on to another location and I'll keep you posted. So we gotta get this thing right there. All right, here we go. They give you about a half an hour, about 30 minutes. Then it goes up to $4. So pretty tough. Pretty tough with Secret Uber. There's the skyline right there of Dallas. Right, people, we're picking up flowers. I've done it before. I used to do a little flower truck back in the day when I was going through Manpower, and it was for Mother's Day. Oh, it was a I don't like to say it was a tough day. Lots of sinus, because those flowers you have to wear like a little mask if you keep them in your vehicle. But I got pretty big trunk space, so we're gonna pick up some flowers and drop them off at your doorstep. Brought to you by Cole Spivey. They have also the same statue in Irving at a Catholic church in Irving. It's a Roman Catholic church in Irving. They have a statue in front. I did a little photo shoot of it on Facebook and a vlog too. I did a vlog of it as well. Yeah, it does look like flowers. A flower truck right there. Those are flower trucks. Here we go. Switched over to delivery from Secret Uber. These are the flowers. My goodness. I'm just taking a photo of these flowers over here, I'm sorry. All right, so that's the back door, so I have to go around the front. Two lovely ladies talking about flowers. And there were orchids. So I must have gone in there and got the orchids. I have a family member that's in the flower business. It was a very successful flower business. And it's my cousin. My cousin, just give me a second. Cameron. My cousin Cameron, his partner is in the flower business, so he does flowers for weddings and things like that. They're saying I just turn left. There's like a flower delivery. They were married in New York City on the Empire State Building before they legalized it in all 50 states. Thought it was a stupid thing to make illegal anyway, but... All right, this is what they're talking about. This is the front entrance. Okay. Flowers. Okay, I think it's called Delphinium flowers or something like that. Oh, those are so nice.
I know, they're beautiful.
All right, that door. Yeah, almost had it. All right, the Rebel is that one. This is what happens when flowers are delivered in Dallas. You go through this. She's about 14 minutes for one and probably about the same for the other. So within 30 minutes, yeah, that might work. I can tell you how much they're paying, but might. I gotta back to back another. Barbara Sugar says, help America pray the rosary. You know, I did that one time when I was married to Sarah, who, her family was pretty much, I think, half Catholic. But they kind of worship Protestant. They were, I guess, Reformed Catholic. And I used to have the rosary. It was nice to have the rosary with me, and I would have the rosary and pray, and then do telemarketing, because I was doing telemarketing at the time. It just felt comforting to have with me, you know. Don't have to have it, though. But you know, I'm not against it. They're from Florida right there. You know, I mean, I'm Protestant, So we'd rather, we don't even need the cross. We don't even need it in the house. But it is a pagan symbol that people say. It's funny talking about Scorsese because Gangs of New York, the Protestants are kind of on one side and the Catholic are on the other. And it'd be, a Protestant wouldn't have directed the butcher the way Daniel Day played him, but he was called the Butcher. But he was kind of making fun of them and mentioned the pagan aspect of them. It's horrifying to see them fight. In the middle of the streets of New York, gangsters of New York with Daniel Day-Lewis and Leonardo DiCaprio. It's horrifying to see it all, but there's a comical aspect. If you're just sitting there horrified, I can understand during Gangs of New York. But at times, if you're not seeing the laughter in it, if you're not finding the humor in it, you're not going to have as much fun. But who knows? Who knows if that crazy stuff happened? Who knows? But I remember Daniel Day, saying, "You pagans!" It's the best. It's the best opening scene between two gang members fighting. Kind of a bastardized version of the Protestants on one end, which are the natives. They're really just the natives, and insulting the fact that they brought the religion to the fight with the cross. It's totally Scorsese. We're going to be pulling up on the skyline. I think what makes Scorsese great is that he goes about it full on in any storytelling with no fear. If it's violence for a reason. And he does not back down for 1 second. Not even with his, his Catholic pagan. No, I'm not joking about the pagan thing. They call that, the Protestants call it a pagan symbol because it was also used to crucify really anyone. It was kind of a symbol, the cross was, but in the Catholic religion, it's a holy thing. And the Protestant religion, it's also holy, but we just don't use it the same way. We may have a cross in the church, there will be symbols in the church. We do basically the same thing. But I'm just, bringing out this moment in Gangs of New York where he insults his religion before they start to fight, then calls them a bunch of pagans. I don't know. That's what I mean by being full on, But, really, to be honest, when we go back 50 years from now and we look back, we may not see it as full on as you think. These CDL drivers come in. The sound. Oh, my shoulder blade. My goodness. Adam's in Hawaii with his mom. Adam the Woo is in Hawaii with his mother. And they just have these funny little vlogs that they're sending up. I like the wood carving one. I only got to see a little moment of it. Here it is. This is the horizon of Dallas, Texas. They did film some of Dallas here. RoboCop was shot here. There's filming locations of RoboCop. There's the Renaissance Hotel. Over there's the Anatole. It's a great little opening. I never really get it if I'm doing secret Uber because I try not to film when I have clients around. It's just not. If I have to, if the sunset's too beautiful, then I will. But I usually try not to. And we're doing the flower thing for now. So this will probably go from, rather than $20 an hour to $14 for right now. At least we head back. But it's the beginning, the beginning of the month, so. And I had to do that stuff. There's Anatole right there. So far, a 5-minute shot. If the traffic was a little bit better, I could go a little bit longer. Anatole's absolutely beautiful. The inside, they have pretty much like museum pieces on the ground level over there. So when you go into that secondary hotel over here, they have this Japanese display of artwork. Over here is the Dallas version of the World Trade Center. Right there is the base of it. Don't know if we're gonna build onto that. We're gonna probably do this in choppy little cuts. And this right over here is a mall kind of area. It's not an actual shopping mall, but it's like office building. They do have conventions there as well. But you can't even really see that. There's the Anatole. And we've got a van for sale. 214-861-9230. 214-861-9230. It says something like 99. It's a Chevrolet. There's the Sheraton over that way. Medieval times. Get yourself a turkey leg. A turkey leg and watch the Renaissance. The knights joust each other. Oh, Lord of mercy. This is funny. Activity is in the lot. It's video recorded. Or digital. Old school tape video. You know, back in the day when they used to do that. I don't know what they did with all those videotapes, really. So tithing does count, giving to the poor. I've read about it. You're supposed to give 10% of everything that you have, if you can. And then occasionally, if you can't, then you want to give to the poor. Here you go, brother. Yes, God bless. It's also kind of a toll in a way. I did have to drop the hot dog on the floor and actually pick it up on accident. I hate when I do that. All right, it's on what's called A.V.E.F. lock, if y'all know what that means on the iPhone. Scottish Rite is what we'll be passing right here, and then we'll be turning on Maple. And this is we have to be careful on these Dallas deliveries. This is probably going to be a skyrise apartment. Sorry, my shoulder blades are hurting right now because I slept too long on the couch. I spend a lot of time editing, so I try to watch every show if I can, guys. I try to cut it down to size so there's a little bit of entertainment in there. I know everybody gets a mention, but if you count how many times I've talked about Martin Scorsese, and you do, like, let's say a drinking game, I always say soda. Take a swig every time I say Martin Scorsese. Occasionally, if you're a drinker, you would get drunk, maybe sometimes. I'm trying not to talk about the glamorous directors that are, really well known, but they're teachers too. So he's also a teacher. He used to teach at NYU. I don't know if he still does it, but he was a teacher. So is Spike Lee and all those guys. They teach as well. So you keep those kind of in mind. I like how that cat kind of swings right there a little bit. All right, we're going to be there really soon, and it's probably going to be a skyrise thing. The one thing we want to pay attention to is, of course, parking, because we have to do these deliveries, and they're cruel in Dallas about parking at times, and it's nerve-wracking at times. This is like right down there where will be Turtle Creek. You can see it right there. It's Turtle Creek. Right down there. I broke down one time on the other side of Turtle Creek and I had to get one of those, what are those things called? They're like little scooters. And I tried to film some of it. It was very difficult to do. Adam does it all the time. I don't know how. I have no idea how Adam the Woo does that on those scooters. But he can scoot around on them and film. Another guy that does it, that's a genius, is German in Venice. That guy's a genius. And he scoots around on that scooter like a pro and gets all this amazing footage. That's just right from the heart. I hate having to look at someone else's pool. All right, we're looking right here. Okay, this will work. This will work. This isn't too bad. This isn't too bad. I can. Let's look at these trees right here. There we go. Okay, we're just gonna pull in. Hopefully, it'll be there, or just drop it at the steps. Forgot about you guys. Sorry about that. Here we go. A little rusty on the delivery. It's been some time. They reactivated this account, so we're back to delivery. Thinking maybe that's a thing. Okay, here we go.
Did get transcribed and published. Because he was illiterate, he was constantly having to rely on the good faith of others to get his compositions published and get paid for them. So because of that, he not only lost a lot of the credit for his compositions, but he also died a street musician. That's just how it ended up. And thankfully, we've been able to recover a couple of his compositions, and this one particularly, one of my absolute favorite pieces for guitar, Son de Carajoyas, The Sounds of the Bells, by Joao Pernambuco, our Hispanic Heritage Month feature today.
All right, second flower delivery, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna head back, maybe back to Love, since we're in that area, and do another little 30-minute thing and keep our eye out on a roadie. Might be able to do that for a little while. Please God, don't let me know that I did that right there. Jesus mercy of whatever. Let me see if I can readjust everything. That's where I almost worked with the all-black theater group doing Black Orpheus. That Whole Foods has pretty good breakfast, by the way. Eating it one time when I was doing Uber back in the day. Second set of flowers, still delivering them.